My name is Ananka. I'm part of the Data Science Discovery team. And in this video today, we will be doing a question on distributions that are approximately normal using the sample mean. So let's go ahead and get started. So here it says, let X be the amount of streams that an undergrad student at U of I per day has per day of Taylor Swift songs. Suppose we know that X has a mean of 41 streams and a standard deviation of 5.2 streams, right? So again, X is the kind of population parameter population distribution that we're dealing with here, right? It says the amount of streams that an undergrad student at UIUC has per day, right? So we know X has a mean of 41 and a standard deviation of 5.2. But here it says, suppose there are 190 students in Stat 107, right? So not in UIUC, in just Stat 107. Assuming Stat 107 students are a random sample, right? So given kind of this random sample, approximate the probability that the average amount of Taylor Swift streams a Stat 107 has per day, X bar, is greater than 41.5 streams. So this can be a bit complicated to begin with, but it's actually a very simple problem, right? Here, X is going to be what is known as a population distribution, right? This is of all U of I students. X bar here is basically a random sample, right? It's a distribution basically that represents the random sample of the Stat 107 students, right? So the X bar is basically the probability that the average amount of Taylor Swift streams a Stat 107 has per day. It's the average amount of Taylor Swift streams a Stat 107 student has per day. So this is going to be basically the variable that we represents the average amount of Taylor streams a Stat 107 student has per day. So we're dealing with a population distribution and a distribution from a random sample, right? So we know that X bar follows a distribution that is approximately normal, right? Using the mean as our population mean of 41 streams, right? And our standard deviation of basically this X bar, which is a sample, right, which represents the average amount of Taylor Swift streams the student in the sample has, that standard deviation will actually be our population standard deviation of 5.2 divided by the square root of n, which is 190. And you must be thinking, okay, well, how can I just say that I'm going to approximate this with a normal distribution, right? I don't know what distribution my random sample follows. Well, you know that the population distribution is approximately normal, right? So we can use that fact as well as the fact that there's 190 students, right, which is much, much greater than around 30 students, right? So we can use the fact that our population distribution is approximately normal, and therefore the random sample, that distribution of a random sample, will also be approximately normal. If the population distribution followed another distribution, we don't know if it was normal or not, we still could have used the fact that there's 190 students and the central limit theorem to show that this random sample follows an approximately normal distribution, right? So this is where we get that reasoning from. So again, we have a mean of around 41, right? And the sample standard deviation of basically our 5.2, which is population, divided by square root of n, which is 190, right? So this is the distribution. Now we have the probability, basically, that now this is a very simple problem, right? X bar is greater than 4.5 streams is the same thing as our Z is greater than 4.5 minus, and again, Z-score is your X minus the mu, which is 41, divided by your standard deviation, which is basically this whole thing right here. So 5.2 divided by square root of 190, and you can just go ahead and solve this, right? And then basically calculate our Z-score from this value, right, using norm.cdf to find basically the probability of this happening, right? But as you know, norm.cdf calculates the probability or area to the left of a certain Z value, right? Here we want the fact that Z is greater than something, right? Because if I were to kind of represent this problem, if this Z-score is maybe something. Oh, sorry, this is actually 41.5 streams. That's why it looked a bit odd, right? So if this z-score is, I don't know, maybe somewhere here, then we want the fact that we want to find the probability to the right? The z is the probability that the average amount of Taylor Swift streams a Stat 107 student has per day is greater than 41.5 streams. We want to calculate this probability here. So we're actually going to have to do 1 minus norm.pd or CDF of basically, this z value that we basically calculate here. So if we were to kind of put this whole thing using Python, right, which we can do, I think that would make it a lot simpler, right? So let's go ahead and define our basically our norm.cdf, use the norm.cdf function, right? So we're going to do 1 minus norm.cdf, and then finally this is you can either put in the z-score, right, which is one option. You can calculate the z-score with this and put the z-score in. Or instead of doing 1 minus norm.cdf of z, we can also do 1 minus norm.cdf of our x value, comma, our mean, which is 41, comma, our sample standard deviation. If we don't want to calculate the z-score by hand, this is also another method that works. And if you go here, as you can see, I've already done it. So sample standard deviation I have defined. Our x was 41.5, and then 41 is the mean, and sample standard deviation, that's my third argument, and I get this output. So this is basically 0.093, which is correct. So I hope this video was helpful, right? This can be somewhat of a, complicated problem, especially when you're trying to find that sample standard deviation, but it's quite simple once you know formulas and the intuition behind it. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.